Blackjack looked me over with concern. Then he checked out Dr. Chase, Thalia, and Annabeth. "Any of these goons you want us to stampede?" "No," I said aloud. "These are my friends. We need to get to Olympus pretty fast." "No problem," Blackjack said. "Except for the mortal over there. Hope he's not going." I assured him that Dr. Chase was not. The professor was staring open-mouthed at the Pegasus. "Fascinating," he said. "Such maneuverability. How does the wingspan compensate for the weight of the horse's body, I wonder?" Blackjack cocked his head. "What?" "Why, if the British had these Pegasi in a cavalry charge on Chimera," Dr. Chase said, "the charge of the Light Brigade—" "Dad," Annabeth interrupted. Dr. Chase blinked. He looked at his daughter and managed to smile. "I'm sorry, my dear. I know you must be going." He gave her one last awkward, well-meaning hug. As she turned to climb aboard the Pegasus Guido, Dr. Chase called, "Annabeth, I know San Francisco is a dangerous place for you, but please remember, you always have a home with us. We will keep you safe." Annabeth didn't answer, but her eyes were red as she turned away. Dr. Chase started to say more, then apparently thought better of it. He raised his hand in a sad farewell and trudged away across the dark field. Dahlia and Annabeth and I mounted our Pegasus. Together we soared over the bay and flew toward the eastern hills. Soon San Francisco was only a glittering crescent behind us, with the occasional flicker of lightning in the north. Thalia was so exhausted she fell asleep on Porcupie's back. I knew she had to be really tired to sleep in the air, despite her fear of heights. But she didn't have much to worry about. Her Pegasus flew with ease, adjusting himself every once in a while so Thalia stayed safely on his back. Annabeth and I flew along side by side. "Your dad seems cool," I told her. It was too dark to see her expression. She looked back, even though California was far behind us now. "I guess. We've been arguing for so many years." "Yeah, you said." "You think I was lying about it?" It sounded like a challenge, but a pretty half-hearted one, like she was asking it of herself. "I didn't say you were lying, it's just, he seems okay. Your stepmom, too. Maybe they've, gotten cooler since you last saw them." She hesitated. "They're still in San Francisco, Percy. I can't live so far from the camp." I didn't want to ask my next question. I was scared to know the answer, but I asked it anyway. "So, what are you going to do now?" We flew over a town, an island of lights in the middle of the dark. It whisked by so fast that we might have been in an airplane. "I don't know," she admitted, "but thank you for rescuing me." "Hey, no big deal. We're friends." "You didn't believe I was dead?" "Never." She hesitated. "Neither is Luke, you know. I mean, he isn't dead." I stared at her. I didn't know if she was cracking under the stress or what. "Annabeth, that fall was pretty bad. There's no way—" "He isn't dead," she insisted. "I know it, the same way you knew about me." That comparison didn't make me too happy. The towns were zipping by faster now, islands of light thicker together, until the whole landscape below was a glittering carpet. Dawn was close. The eastern sky was turning gray, and up ahead, a huge white and yellow glow spread out before us. The lights of New York. "How's that for speedy, boss?" Blackjack bragged. "Got an extra bay for breakfast or what?" "You're the man, Blackjack," I told him. The horse, I mean." "You don't believe me about Luke," Annabeth said, "but we'll see him again. He's in trouble, Percy. He's under Cronus' spell." I didn't feel like arguing, though it made me mad. How could she still have any feelings for that creep? How could she possibly make excuses for him? He deserved that fall. He deserved... Okay, I'll say it. He deserved to die. Unlike Bianca, unlike Zoe, Luke couldn't be alive. It wouldn't be fair. "There it is," Dahlia's voice. She'd woken up. She was pointing towards Manhattan, which was quickly zooming into view. "It started." "What started?" I asked. Then I looked to where she was pointing. High above the Empire State Building, Olympus was its own island of light, a floating mountain ablaze with torches and brazier, white marble palaces gleaming in the early morning air. "The winter solstice," Thalia said. "The council of the gods." Chapter 19. The gods vote how to kill us. Flying was bad enough for son of Poseidon, but flying straight up to Zeus's palace, with thunder and lightning swirling all around it, it was even worse. We'd circled over Midtown Manhattan, making one complete orbit of Mount Olympus. I'd only been there once before, traveling by elevator up the secret 600th floor of the Empire State Building. This time, if it was possible, Olympus amazed me even more.